y'all, how are you doing? Come on in. Welcome to my page. I'm Julie with Nothing is Wasted Designs, and I am going to do a patriotic part, hold on, let me get my chair up here. I'm going to do some patriotic party treat bags for you, just to show you a quick way that you can make some little treat bags, like if you have a birthday party for kids, or you have if you're going to have a July 4th party or something like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these small, they're called mini, M-I-N-I, stencils with chalk couture. And here's one that I have already used. It looks like a postage stamp. And I don't even know, let's see, basically yours, oh, this is Hobby Lobby, okay? So I got these bags from Hobby Lobby, and I'm gonna just pull out a couple of these to show y'all what we're gonna do, and then I'll have a couple to do another day when I wanna do something else with them. So we'll see. So come on in and let's get started. I'm gonna get, oops, I need to get a squeegee, and I'll probably need my multi-tool. And so what I have here is just some little, like little drawstring bags. These are from Hobby Lobby. And I'm thinking what I'm gonna do is we're gonna chalk a design onto a couple of these and put a little bit of ribbon on them and show just how you can make a quick, let me get my scissors, just a quick party treat bag. All right, so let me get this, I'm gonna put this in my lap and this in my lap because I'm gonna need them. And I'm gonna go ahead and plug in, come on in y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and plug in my, what do you call it? My glue gun. I now have, my nephew has helped me put my craft table and my craft space together for my desk. And so now I have a what is it called? An electric strip that has, you know, all the outlets on it so that I can just plug everything in and then go for it. So let me get, I'm gonna get my heat gun and some silicone so that I can put all this hot stuff on something. And then we're gonna come through here. So these are gonna fit on here. I'm thinking that I wanna put freedom on here. So there are, this particular sheet has 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It has actually 10 different designs on here. And so you can do a multitude of things with these. You can put these on glasses and glass etch with them. You can put them on, I'm gonna put them on these little bags here. And so this is what we're gonna work with today. And I'm thinking I wanna work with freedom, and I'm also thinking I wanna work with established in 1777. So let me just cut a couple of these apart. These are about, oh, let's see. I'll tell you the dimensions in a minute. I think they're like 2.5 inches or something like that. There we go. All right, let me just look here. This is 2 3/4 inches by 2 3/4 inches. So a little over 2.5. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna just take and we're gonna put this on here. I think I'm gonna do this part in red, and then we're going to do the top part in blue. So really, really simple project. We're going to take this off of here and we're going to line this up. And I probably need to get, I think I'm going to put a piece of paper, just cut a slim piece of paper in between here so that in case, let's see what we got here. I've got some paper right down here. Actually, I think I'm going to use something. I'm going to use some origami paper, y'all. Just so that I have something. I'm going to use a color that is probably, I don't know, I like all of these, so it's kind of hard to tell. This lavender, I'll probably use this lavender because I don't do a whole lot with lavender. All right, so here we go. So all I'm going to do, I could put a piece of cardboard in here, but I'm going to just take a piece of paper and stuff it down in here. And the reason why I'm doing this is so that I do not have any bleeding go from the front of this to the back of this. Okay, let's see if that's, all right, that's all the way down. And we're gonna take, this is a multi-tool, and it has like a stirring, you can stir your paste up with this. And I'm gonna work with red and I'm gonna work with blue. And so let me get one that's already open, so hang on. Thought I had one that was already open, but evidently I didn't. I am so excited about my new crafting space, y'all. I can, at a moment's notice, I can turn around and grab something and know exactly where it is. And we all know that that is a big plus, right? I was not able to do that about a month ago. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna use the Candy Apple ink, and I'm gonna do red down at the bottom, and then I'm gonna do the color Cadet up at the top. And then we're gonna dry it, and I'm gonna decorate this, and we're gonna see where it goes. So here we go. So hold on to your hat. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of this red. This is ink. Ink is permanent. And when we're finished with getting the ink on here, you hear that beeping? That's because that's my heat press. And we are going to heat set this after we get all of this on here. So I'm just taking a little bit with this multi-tool, going right up to the edge. You can use a mini squeegee if you'd rather use that. And I like to go from the edge of the design to the inside of the design, and then that way I don't go off of my stencil. And then I'll turn this around, and even though this is small, we can still get the same effect. I'm going to get a little bit of this here. All right, and I'm going to just stick that back in there. I'm going to grab a paper towel and I'm going to wipe this off. And then we're going to go in with the blue. And same concept. I'm going to come in here with this multi-tool. I'm going to go from the edge into the center of the design. No matter what size design you have, I like to go from the edge to the inside. And then that way it keeps me from going off of the stencil and onto my fabric or whatever surface that I'm working with. I want to make sure that I get enough ink so that it drinks into this fabric. And because I have the piece of paper in the middle there, in between the front and the back, I'm not going to have to worry about any bleeding. Okay. All right, so and then I'm going to wipe this off, and then we're going to lift this up. Here we go. Make sure y'all can see this. All right, so there we have Freedom. And I'm going to put that in my water. I will show y'all how to clean this in a minute. I just want to get that down in my water for right now. Wipe my hands off. Now, if this was against a white background, you would be able to see the stars a lot better, and you would be able to read. Of course, it's backwards. Freedom is backwards. But all right, so we're going to dry this. It looks like I picked these bags up from Hobby Lobby maybe last year at the end of the season. All right, that's drying pretty quickly. I'm gonna get my scissors out of the way for right now until I need them again. And let's go in here and see, let's see which one I want next. I think I want to do the 1776. So let me grab my scissors and we're going to cut this apart. There's a baseball on here, so if you wanted to, if you had a baseball team, like a kid's baseball team or an adult baseball team, and you wanted to, one of the things that you could do with the baseballs is you could put it on a glass and glass etch it. And anyway, so we're going to take the 1776, USA established in 1776. And it's a good thing that I put the paper in between. I'll show you all in just a minute. I'm going to dry it a little bit more. Now, depending upon how porous, see that? See how it bled through there? So depending upon how porous your fabric is going to be dependent upon what kind of bleeding you're going to get. Oh, let's see if you can see. See that? See how it went through? But it's okay because we're not going to see that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just tape and dry it on the inside some. Okay. So we've got us a little bag. You could put like a little bit of candy in there, or any kind of trinkets. If you have a, let me grab another one of these pieces of paper, y'all. Yep, those are used. I don't need those. Get another one of these, and I'm going to fold it in half. This little bag, it would be great, like if you had like a group of friends that you were going to get together with, and you wanted to have like a patriotic get together. You could put a pair of earrings in here. You could put a bracelet in here. You could put some jewelry of some kind. It doesn't have to be candy or food. And just, you know, maybe a small gift. You could get a wedding themed stencil, and where did it go? Oh, here it is. You could get a wedding themed stencil, and all right, I'm going to put this on here. I'm going to bring it down just a little bit so that I have room for the drawstring to do its thing. And I think I want to do this a little bit crooked. I think I want to do this one in all red. Kind of like it looks like a postage stamp. I'm going to press it down, and I'm going to come in here with my multi-tool, and just like I did before, I'm going to go from the edge of the design into the middle, so that, a couple of reasons. That way you're not pushing any of the ink under the stencil. And the other thing is that you won't go off of your stencil. You'll stay on your stencil better if you go from the edge to the inside. And I have just found, for me, rule of thumb, that is what works the best for me. The other thing you can do is you can take and put some painter's tape along the edge. I've done that. And that having that painter's tape along the edge will help you or keep you from going off onto your fabric. You know, these stencils are great to make aprons with. You can do pillowcases with the ink. You can do t-shirts, lot of variety. So any kind of fabric, any kind of, you've got plastic, wood, glass, because you can put these on glasses like tumbler glasses from Dollar Tree. And all right, so I'm going to lift this up. Look at that. And I'm going to put this in my water. I'm going to come back and I'm going to clean this in a minute. Show y'all how to clean these. Remind me to do it because sometimes I forget. All right, and here we go. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to dry it. You can put a necklace in here, just depending upon whatever the theme of your party is. If you're getting together with a group of your girlfriends. Oh, that thing is smoking. Never had it smoke like that before. I'm not sure what to think about that. It's not on fire. Okay, so we've got this dry. So now what we're going to do, it's not wet anymore. Okay, see how it bled through because it's got a real loose weave on it. So you're going to want to make sure that you put something in the middle there. All right, so let me see. I want to move this out of the way. And I'm going to move this out of the way. And we're going to bring my heat press in here. And my wool mat. And some parchment paper. And we're going to take and we're going to heat up our heat press at 305 degrees. Waiting for it to heat up. I'm gonna heat up the heat press at 305 degrees, and for 30 seconds, I'm gonna just hold this on here. Then I'm going to turn the bag inside out and I'm going to hold the heat press on there again for 30 seconds and then it'll be finished. And that'll be all that we have to do. So, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of ribbon on here and show y'all, you know, just a quick way to decorate these and how you can make some cute little treat bags. There's a variety of colors that that I sell on my Chalkator website that you can choose from. You can try the single bags. All right, let's see if I can get this on here. All right, here we go, y'all. 305 degrees at 30 seconds. I probably could have done both of these at the same time because I got enough space to do it. But we'll wait till this one gets done and then I'll do the other ones and then I'll show you how to, I'll just turn this inside out and show you what I'm going to do next. All right, I'm going to pull that one out and then I'm going to put this one here. You want to put your parchment paper in between your heat your heat press and whatever fabric you're using. Now, I could put the stencils on a shirt, cotton, polyester, and cotton blends. I have not used rayon, but I have used polyester, and I have used cotton, and I've used cotton and polyester blends. All right, so there's 30 seconds. And so now what I'm going to do, so see how that, and what it does is you'll be able to feel it. If you close your eyes, you will not feel that there is anything on there. If it's tacky or sticky or anything like that, then it hasn't been completed. All right, so here we go. So we're going to turn this inside out because we want to get the back side of this also. This has got such a loose weave to it that we could probably get away with, and I'm going to do these both at the same time. Could probably get away with just doing the outside and not have to turn it around. But like if you have a like a thicker fabric where the heat doesn't go through to the back side as well, you will want to turn this inside out. And these little bags, they're easy to make. All right, so I'm going to just do both of these at the same time, y'all, just to save some time. We're going to hit the button for 30 seconds. And then I'm going to pull out some ribbon, and we're going to decorate these. We'll let these cool just a little bit after we're finished. And while we're waiting, I'm going to clean those little stencils so that y'all can see how they're clean. Hopefully I have my, I do. Okay, good. All right, we're going to put this out of the way. And now we're going to turn this right side out again. And like I said, this would be cute for, you could do candy, you could do money, you could do jewelry, any kind of little trinket that you want to put in here, so you can pull this little bag. But I'm not done with this yet. I'm still gonna, I want to put a piece of ribbon across the top of this, and we'll see how that does. All right, just again, I'm flipping it right side out so that I can get to the outside. You could turn these in, you could stuff these with cotton and make them like a little feed bag. You could put, stuff them with cotton and put a, what do I want to say? Like a tiered tray. You could put these on a tiered tray. That would be cute. And just kind of stuff them with cotton. All right, let me get these little stencils out and show y'all how to clean them. I'm going to get them both out. You will want to get a board eraser. And I'm going to show you what one looks like. Okay, this is a well-loved one. And what I'm doing is I'm just running over this and making sure that I get all of the ink out of the silk screen area. Okay, just like that. And then I'm going to come in here with my fuzzing cloth. Y'all, can you believe it is the end of June already? This came like fast, didn't it? All right, here we go. I'm not seeing any comments if y'all are commenting, so I will go back after this live. I appreciate y'all joining me. I will go back after the live and answer any questions that you may have. So if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments, and I'll be happy to answer them once I get offline. If you are new to my page, I'm Julie with Nothing is Wasted Designs, and I have a variety of different kinds of crafts that I use. I work with Chalk Couture. I work with Essential Stencil. I make different kinds of trays. I do some painting. I'm learning quite a bit. So this has been a journey for me that's been a lot of fun. All right, so I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna see, I think maybe, I think I want to put some stars down here at the bottom, y'all. So let me get my scissors out again. I'm going to throw a little bit. And you know what? I'm going to get another piece of cardboard or something. Hang on. Oh, you know what? Something I tossed earlier today would be perfect. Here it is. I was sending out some happy mail and I messed up on something, and so I'm going to take and just cut this, because this is nice thick cardstock, and I'm going to just put it right down in here, and then that way the back and the front won't stick to each other. All right, here we go, y'all. I'm going to take and just add a little bit, turn this back so that we don't have a raw edge. And cut this off. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Just add a small bit of ribbon. Give it just a little bit of flare. All right, so I like it about right there. Go ahead and put a little bit of glue on this. I need to turn this down because it's hot. Okay, and then we're going to just add just a touch of glue on here. This is hot. Turn this over. Make sure you can see what I'm doing. Kind of like a little feed sack. Okay, so we're going to just put a little bit of ribbon at the bottom. Pull that tight. I don't think I want to put it at the top because I'm thinking that it's going to interfere with the cord. Well, I could put some right there. All right, let's do that. Let's put a little bit right there. Ah, it's hot, hot, hot. I think we'll put it underneath where the cord goes. And I mean, and you know how the embellishments go. We can put as many or as few as we want on here. Cut this back just a little bit. And fold this back to the star. It's hot. All right, I like that. I think I want to put it at the top and the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take, I'm going to put this back in here so I don't glue the front to the back. And I'm going to just draw a little bead of glue. And stick this on here. All right, so there we go. So we've got us a little patriotic bag. Now let's do this one, and I'm going to do this one in red because I've got some red stripes also. Well, do I want to do that or do I want to do it in blue? I think I want to do this one in blue also, y'all. I like the blue. All right, so here we go. So I'm going to just fold a little bit of this back. I like the blue. And I'm going to cut it off. And we're going to turn this back so that we don't have a raw edge. Let's see what we got. All right, and same thing, I'm going to pull this out and put this in here so that we don't glue the front of these little bags are so porous that, all right, let's see if this will fit up here better. All right, I'm going to put this one up top. The little bit, the fabric on these bags is so porous that if you don't put something in between the front and the back, you're going to glue the front to the back of this. All right, so we got that. I want to do another one down at the bottom here. And then we're going to see turn this back again so that we don't have a raw edge. Okay, and then we're going to put a bead of glue across here. That off of there. This is all right, and then this is what we have. So looky there. Isn't that cute? All right, so then we can pull this. You've got your little sack. If I had some cotton, so I think these would be really cute if you wanted to put them like on a tiered tray. Here's another one, and of course you can take and you know me, I'm going to want to add some rhinestones or something to these just to give it a little bit of pizzazz. So let me just pull out a couple of rhinestones. And again, I'm going to open this up. I'm going to put this down in here. And what I want to do is I want to take, all right, let me get this little guy here plugged in, and we're going to add just a little bit of sparkle to these. We're going to let that heat up, and we're going to look and see. All right, there's some red. I think I want to put some clear on these, y'all. All right, let's try this and see what we get. We don't need the scissors right now, so we're going to get that out of the way. Oh, here's some blue ones. I like these blue ones. Let's see what we got. This is a Totally Dazzled kit, and I just want to see what these look like. This is a picker pen. It has a wax tip on it, And what that does is it helps us to, all right, we can turn this off. It just picks these up. Oh, you know what I want to do? Oh, this is it. Okay. We're going to do another layer on this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these rhinestones and I'm going to do a layer up above okay. So let me show you, and I've got some red ones here that I might do something with those. So let me get this out of the way so I can show y'all how to use this. I'm just going to hold this down. I'm going to hold the bag down so that it doesn't pop up and move my rhinestones. And we're going to come in here and we're going to let that heat up, okay? And so I think for the, oh y'all, this is going to make a world of difference with this. I can't show you now because these are raw. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to hold this down and it will melt the glue on the back side of these rhinestones, and then they will just go right into place and they will stay there. You don't have to worry about, sometimes I use B7000, but it doesn't take long, especially with this fabric, because this fabric is pretty porous. And all I'm going to do is take and put the top of the, let's see if I can bring it all in. I'm going to put the top of this, what's it called? It's an applicator. And just hold it into place. And what it'll do is it'll push heat through the rhinestone and it'll melt the glue on the back of it, and then it'll keep it in place. And I'm going to get one more. And you can see that with this little picker pin, it's really easy to work with these. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to pick it up and show y'all in just a minute, and then we're going to do another row of these. And the fun thing about it is, you know, you just keep adding layers, okay? So this is what we have. I don't know if you can see the sparkle or not. It doesn't look like it wants to show up. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add another layer. And I'm going to take these rhinestones and I'm going to put some down at the bottom. And give it just a little bit of extra. Now, the other thing that you can do with these little bags is you can put out a collection of different materials to use. And if you're having a party, you could actually let everybody decorate their own bag, and you can see whose bag, you know, you can have a competition. You can use these little bags and these and the Chalk Couture stencils to stencil on them. You can use them at like a Christmas party, get a Christmas theme one. We have a Christmas party at with my side of the family every year. And one year, what did I do? I just put like a whole bunch of stuff. I divided everybody into 2 groups. And I just put like a whole bunch of stuff on 2 different tables. And I can't remember what they made, but it's so fun to watch. I have a very competitive family. And of course, you know, they're not gonna go down swinging for sure. So it was a lot of fun. And we play games, and you know, it's a lot of fun. So you could do this at Christmas time, and people can decorate their own bags. You can decorate them and put some kind of gift in there. All right, and now I want to decide if I want to, maybe I'll do I want to put some, maybe I'll put some up top here. And what I'm doing with my particular one is, I just kind of look at the design and kind of determine where the empty space is, and wherever that empty space is where I'll put rhinestones, or if there's a design that has like a center to it or something, then I will, okay, I'm going to just put this right in here. And I'm going right in between the stars. Instead of going over the stars, I'm going in between these two stars. And it does not take long to melt that glue. All right. And I'm going to get one in here, and then I lost one somewhere. I've got to find it, or find a new one. And of course, I'm doing this in a patriotic theme because we've got July 4th coming up. Check Chalk Couture's website if you want. Oh, that one doesn't want to come off of there. I'll post a link at the top of the page so that you can go. There's a lot of stencils that are on sale. The small stencils are, that one wanted to go up in there. Let me get a... something to get this out with. Maybe this will get it out. Let's see. Okay, let's try it again. That one didn't seem to want to cooperate. And I'm not going to put any rhinestones on the bottom of the top ribbon because it's too close to the design. All right, so this is what we have. Let me show you what we have. Take this out of here. Okay, and let's see if you can see the sparkle. Maybe. Okay, so we've got rhinestones up top, rhinestones at the bottom. Have your little drawstring bag. And like I said, this would be cute. You could do a number of things with this. You could take and, all right, we're going to put some rhinestones on this one. Let's see, the dark blue. And let's see here. Which one is it? Looks like I got them mixed. All right, and so this little tray, you just kind of shake it, and it will make all the rhinestones go upright. All right, here we go again, y'all. We're going to take, and I'm going to put just a few of these on here. Turn the back side of this over. The wax side is the side that actually picks up the rhinestones, and you just kind of swipe it off. Okay, I think I'm only going to go that far. And then we're going to come in here with this little heat tool. Same thing here. So do y'all have any 4th of July parties that you're going to be going to? My husband has been with his mom, his 94-year-old mom, and she's been battling some health issues, and so he is away helping her. So we aren't going to, we're going to kind of be on the phone together probably for 4th of July. And I can't walk as much as I used to be able to. If I go to anything where there's, where you have to do a lot of walking, I have to be in a wheelchair because it's just too much for me. But, so as far as being able to, go to any fireworks or anything like that, I'm not able to do that anymore. All right, let's get some down here on the bottom. I have a nephew that lives on the water, and a lot of times he will have a big display of fireworks, but he lives a distance away from us, so we usually don't go out there. All right, here we go. Just add just another pop of layer, y'all. Every layer adds something different. Yeah, I'm not getting any comments if y'all are commenting, but please comment. Sprinkle me out there. If you're not following my page, I'd love for you to follow my page. I'd really appreciate that. That way, when I go live, you'll be able to see the notifications. And so, like I said, these little bags just came from Hobby Lobby. I took a couple of miniature stencils from Chalk Couture. All right, one more layer, and I'm going to put one of these up top, just like I did on the other one, so that they look a little bit, they don't have to look consistent, because especially if you're going to give them as gift bags. I used to throw really big parties, and I would like have some kind of small gift that I would give to everyone. Like I used to throw, my birthday's in June 22nd, and I would have a big birthday party, and I would give everybody gifts, and then I would have a big Christmas party, and I would have gifts for everyone. And it's just, you know, I love to give people gifts. I like gifts too. I love getting them, but I also love giving them. And over time, I used to like wrap presents really extravagantly. And I went from that was probably in my 20s, to instead of wrapping the presents real extravagantly, I started making presents. And so that was a lot of fun. And the wrapping wasn't as extravagant as what the gift was on the inside. So it was a lot of fun. Okay, y'all. Let me show you what I have. Number of ideas of things that you can use these for. I'm going to puff this out just so that you can see what it would look like if it was stuffed. Okay. Put some cotton in here, put it on a tiered tray, or you can put some jewelry or some candy or some kind of trinket in here and hand them out as party favors. And then the other thing that you can do is you can just take these and give people the blank bags. So this is what the bag looks like. This was from Hobby Lobby. You could just take one of these blank bags and some of the Chalk Couture miniature stencils for whatever theme you're going to have. If there's a wedding, you could give these like for the bridesmaids. If you're going to give them like a necklace or a bracelet or something to wear for the wedding, You could make a cute little bag, and you could put the necklaces in here, depending upon what colors. You could use whatever your color theme is. So just trying to give y'all some brainstorm ideas, and give you an idea and a craft idea. All right. I hope this is helpful. I'm not getting any comments, but know that I will go back, and once I get offline, the comments will probably show. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And I'm Julie with Nothing is Wasted Designs. I love y'all, but Jesus loves you more. Have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow is the plan. All right. Bye-bye, y'all.